who'd like to remain untainted by Sharknado 3? If you're expecting a different phrasing, it's basically the same thing. Actually, much unlike most horrors inflicted upon this camera, this one was partly my own doing. I believe it was the late David Brown who originally requested a Sharknado, but as I went on to Amazon Prime, I ended up noticing a quick glimpse of my recommended movie list. Upon viewing this, my masochistic tendency had no choice but to say, you know what, David Brown? I'll do you one better. No. 3 times as savage! Then my logical self said, I hate to interrupt, can I step in here a minute? Then he got stabbed 37 times in the chest.
Jasper, that kills people!
Well, I clearly don't have a logical side anymore, now do I?
Mr. Shepard, the president needs you right now.
To help him steal the Declaration of Independence. No, wait, he already has that.
What do you think you're doing?
Semper Paratus.
So I'm not really feeling the usefulness of this protest. I mean, a few of them are viable, but sharks suck? Maybe that's just me, I don't know. Would you care to elaborate on that? Say, if you were a shark, wouldn't you at least want to know the reasoning behind such an offensive picket sign before you go, like, eating them alive and stuff? Has anyone made a Sharknado simulator before? So our president, as a show of gratitude for his service in the past, gives our hero Finn the Nobel Peace Prize.
Go ahead, try it.
For bringing peace and goodwill towards Why is it a chainsaw?
You are the very first member of the Order of the Golden Chainsaw.
Was this invented after the First Order, or is this the deciding factor on why all further orders are named after numbers? Extremely vague Star Wars joke. Are there supposed to be sharks in this movie? Whoa, nice catch, Abe!
Thought your policy was to save the sharks.
Nobody attacks my house. This time it's personal.
This is for America, baby!
Nothing quite says patriotism like massacring sea animals on the White House floor. Also, what the what? Washington Monument just impaled the White House, and this tornado, which is strong enough to rip carnivorous fish out of the ocean, is completely and totally chill on letting these insignificant humans run about their business. That's racist. May I also take the time to inform you that this is in fact a sharkicane? I am more upset than I should be that this song exists. I'm really not sure how to do this. It's like making fun of the class clown for making jokes. Anything I can be mocking right now, they've already become self-aware of and are capitalizing on it. My hands are tied, but I can break these cuffs. I don't know, it's more illogical. These apparently hollow paperweight sharks are just drifting about in the breeze, while all other objects are freakishly unaffected. In the end, it makes sense, because that's why it's a Sharknado and not a tornado that happens to contain a couple of sharks. Or that these monolithic beasts survive the flight down and are more concerned with eating things than returning back to the ocean. So maybe they don't end up beached miles away from any inhabitable body of water. Because Google says 8 minutes tops for non-aquatic survival. Here's some great white trash sharks. I'm gonna die in 8 minutes anyway. I don't give a flop. Be like, get over here, land mammals. I'm taking you with me. Once again, Sharknado Simulator. Make it happen, Steam.
Apparently the storms are getting dangerously close together. NOAA's monitoring them every second.
One of my computer-modeled scenarios was a large low-pressure cell with multiple Sharknados. If enough of them merge, the whole storm will start to rotate.
Merging Sharknados?
Sharkicane.
Can there be such a thing?
I could be wrong. Biometeorology is not really an exact science yet.
Well, why aren't we funding this?
Be careful, okay?
2 limbs to go, please. Do I hear 3?
Okay.
This poor kid's making out like some blooming onion rings at the Outback Steakhouse. You sure about hitting that button? You hesitated there for a second. Tis but a flesh wound. Killjoy. If anyone watching this was worried that this movie is gonna have, you know, like, too much storyline and, you know, be completely oversaturated and character development, you're gonna feel emotional attachment to these people, I'm gonna settle those fears right now. So buckle up, kids, because this movie's an emotional roller coaster from beginning to end. Sorry, not sorry.
Out there, it sure looks like winter is coming.
Oh my lord, get out! I know, this may seem morbid to a few people, but for anyone out there who's ever fallen in love with a Game of Thrones character, you very well deserves it. The plot that the creators found clever enough to warrant a third feature film is that there's a bunch of Sharknadoes everywhere and they're going to combine. So it's 500-mile-an-hour storm with sharks, or the recycled plot to every natural disaster movie the Asylum's ever made. So our hero Finn has to call up his daddy-o in order to save planet Earth, which sounds embarrassing as crap to start with. I bet he also has to borrow some money after it's all said and done. I suppose this generic slow-mo walking scene is as good a time as any to tell you their grand plan. They intend to take a space shuttle, it's falling down again, and launch it into the Sharknado. I suppose that's why they're off saving the Earth and I'm sitting in my parents' house making internet reviews.
These storms, they just keep getting bigger. Every shark in the world must be flying around out there.
I wonder if I can put in a petition for a sperm whale-nado.
We only have 10 seconds to release a rocket to destroy the Sharknado wall. Ready?
No, I'm sorry, I passed out for a second. Are we in the same movie? Why are we in space? How does wielding a chainsaw prepare you in any way to interstellar travel?
Don't worry, son. It's just like riding a bike.
Yeah. Oh, is it? Okay. Thank you for the call. That explanation gave me cancer. Once again, lasers from space have solved all of my problems! Oh wait, that's not how storms work! Actually, more warm air from the laser might actually make it worse. It's a tornado, it's warm, it's cold air, it's going around. Don't Google that, I'm just being really confrontational right now. No! 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 Sharks in space. The sharks in space now. I don't think I can mentally. Scotty, no one told you to beam anything up. You're fired. I don't want to live on this planet anymore.
Jasper, you're in space.
Then why has no one offered me an escape pod? There is no possible way that this day could get any worse. That is not physically, but it's getting worse, isn't it? You see, Asylum, Enter the Dragon was a phenomenal movie because it was a metaphor and not Bruce Lee entering an actual dragon. For similar reasons, Star Wars called it A New Hope and not Enter the Bantha. No. Negatory. Negative. Yet. 9 out of the question. Not likely. Go fish. Let's back it up and out to me. There's nothing left to see here.
Jasper, something's coming out of that shark.
Dude, those are internal organs. That is completely natural to come out of your body from fall from space. Shark Boy Origins? No one asked for a Shark Boy Origins movie! What did that shark eat? Clark Kent? On his way down to Earth? What? there's a woman coming out of there. Oh Lord, no, that's a fresh baby! So, my first mental rehabilitation meeting is going to be on Monday. If anyone would like to join me, give me a call. I feel a special kind of violated right now. I mean, the worst part is Asylum had something with this. People were watching this. I mean, I think the first Sharknado is what got them signed on to sci-fi in the first place. So there was originally something to this. I mean, when Asylum's not ripping something off from clearly better movies, they're actually really fun and entertaining to watch because they're stupid, and I love that. But now they're too self-aware. They've risen above and becomes a legend. So now they know how ridiculous they are, and that's all they're willing to put into the movie. Because there's literally nothing else! Apart from a 10-minute break, this entire hour-and-a-half movie is literally a Sharknado. So for the first time in Asylum history, there was actually no falsification in their title whatsoever. They advertised you as Sharknado, and they flippin' delivered. Purposely ridiculous stuff is fun when it is spread around like sprinkles. Do not be the cake decorator that makes the frosting twice the size of the chocolate cake. No one likes that guy. Well, I hope that's all the awful you're expecting it to be. If you liked what you saw on the show today, please hit the subscribe button down below. The like button, but only if you liked it. And to all my fellow Maskies out there, I will see you next time.